Psalm 6:6. And this is how a young boy finds manhood, at once constructed and crushed into the body, on his back, drunk face down to burnt floor, ass wet on fire, and lifted toward the sky. Of the din a circling of waxwood laths, the circle of his face slopped shut, sodden, rugged scratch of skin, no sheath but slick, not ghost but gone, and one thinks it is better like this. His mind tucked in the black middle, his mouth muted in the liquid smoke of his body, so even if or when he comes or wakes, there won't be such proof of the undoing. Beyond basement party on hush, beyond the hips record of bent, beyond nothing happened. Not the hand cupped down on his neck, not the throat snuffed, not the half dirty draws lobbed, not the picture of one's mother on the wall watching, not the mother crying with her son crying, not the young paper flesh ripped, not the bed he's made to swim in. All right, so I moved to the Bloomington, Normal, Illinois area in August 2014 to start a PhD program at Illinois State University in creative writing, English studies. So I've only been here about 6 months. Coming in from Flint, Michigan, in a lot of ways, it still feels like I haven't left. I'm kind of split between the two places. It feels I have, one the part of me that's here and maintaining and coping every day, and going to classes, going to work, coming home. Um, then the other side that's very just worried. Tries to direct some attention back home, family and friends, and there's a lot of stuff happening in the city right before I left, and even right now that it just kind of it's unsettling to be away from, knowing that your family and your friends are still there, and there's a lot of stuff going on that you can't really help with. So I try to find some things to do around the area here. Spend a lot of time at home when I'm not on campus in class or editing. Um, Also, the Bloomington Normal area, so there's the uptown area here off of campus in Normal. Bloomington Normal are like sister cities. You have Bloomington, which is kind of more like a suburb area. Normal is kind of more like a college town. Illinois State University, Illinois Wesleyan, and Heartland Community College is out here as well. So right up here, right off of campus, is the uptown area where you have a lot of shops, restaurants, some pubs. Train station is up this way too. It's probably the next place I'll spend most of my time at. It's kind of cool to be these kind of populated areas that are kind of not too overwhelming. Some of my favorite bars are uptown. I don't spend too much time in Bloomington, even though that's where I live, which is about 10, 15 minutes from campus. Usually, if I'm just like not shopping or you go to the grocery store in Bloomington, then I'm probably spending my time in Normal. So yeah, I think Normal's a pretty safe place. I think in some ways, in some ways, it has to be. The police presence is kind of like overwhelming here. You have about like three or four different, I guess, police uh, precincts or whatever. You have the Illinois State University Police. You have Normal Police, which they set up speed traps like nobody's business. You also have Illinois Wesleyan Police. So the police force, it's pretty strong out here. It's kind of interesting, like thinking about like man, where I come from, the police force isn't even that strong there, and it's like and it's like you would expect it to be in a place, like Flint, based on what people might heard or what you might experience. So it's kind of weird. You definitely get a sense of who the police is here to protect, based on where you see them patrolling. Like this, so there's like a line right from like downtown Bloomington, where you see a lot of black people live, and that line is kind of patrol right there, right between that place and where you enter into normal. You get a lot of police. It's almost not really like a barricade or or like roadblocks or anything, but you see them around that area quite often. You get to start, you start, just kind of paying attention, and it makes you wonder. Still in a lot of ways, you do need to make sure you try to find a community in this place. It can be kind of removed. Bloomington Normal is right, essentially located right in the middle of Illinois. It's about 2 hours from Chicago, 2 hours south of Chicago, about 2 hours west of Indianapolis, 2 hours east of St. Louis. So it's in this weird kind of triangulation point. But at the same time, it still feels kind of removed. It's kind of far from being around a lot of people. The population around here is somewhere around 100,000, and as a black gay man, and as I get older, I am starting to realize how important having a sense of community or a place where you kind of feel like you belong with people that you feel like you that accept you is very necessary to your happiness and to your well-being. And I'm really starting to learn that every day. But I've been fortunate to find some great community outlets. I also serve as the editorial assistant for Obsidian Literature and Arts in the African Diaspora. It's a peer-reviewed journal newly acquired by Illinois State University. So that's kind of helped me, um, really kind of I guess like stay in touch with some of the things I'm really interested in. Also, the Black Graduate Student Association here has been a really great presence for me. I remember being kind of concerned during my initial visit to the area back in 2013, just to kind of check out the campus and check out the school and the program and everything. I was kind of worried. Like, I don't really think there's a lot of black people that live around here, but there actually are. When I got moved out here, was surprised to see there's quite a few black people, and so that's been actually pretty helpful. It's good to kind of feel that kind of connection. You don't really feel so removed, don't feel so alienated. The Bloomington Normal area also has like a pretty pretty good selection of parks out here. I like to come out every once in a while to just walk around sometimes. Do a lot of thinking in kind of like park type areas. There also is a trail that runs through uh, both Normal and Bloomington. It's called Lincoln Trail. I haven't walked the entire thing. I probably won't. It's pretty long, but it's I have been on parts of it. I've drove past it a couple times. It's pretty cool. But I mostly just spend my time at parks, usually some place where I can kind of just sit and look out. I spend a lot of time going there, just thinking about really ways in which we're all still trying to find ways to see each other or see ourselves, um, be seen by others. Really just see. Black Boy Blank, a repurpose of Kendrick Lamar's Black Boy Fly for Mike Brown. Caught at point, caught back, caught metal tooth, caught stagger jawed, caught right at point black, caught saying, "What up? What up?" Catch him. On camera, caught black handed, caught black painted pockets, caught black, caught. Got called, got, point blank, got called, hell raised, or hell raiser, got hail of bullets cocked to cut him from kin, got him bullied, or bullseyed, got him riddled, got him Harlem shook, got his mind, now got his body with it, got him glowing wet out the back of his head, now get him, before the fall, red leaf, dust jacket, get 'em, just get 'em, get the lights dimmed, get your candles out, call it all canceled and say, fuck it, I got 'em, right? Call it right, call it just, call it justice, call it I just granted you eternity. See, black boys still get nothing but time now. Get it? How the only thing flying around here is blood.